I assume you've settled in?
Trana paravora, nabalale, na, aitan, sudiamamente mamani, avaka, vichetakarka vo bebapatasi, somuicho ritatasida. Anojo icho, ajo pania Maria yoda, rokana kara reyam checheim, avadukam ya karechi. Amia, kasana, mandi darete tutujije, sudi antam panimbo putovam, kanana babaji chokota.
I don't know anything about your homeworld or its people. What are they like?
Ajuda sa bose sa terita saja, reda baberik elemo, mulakatam, mateka. Amia, kasana, mandi darete tutujije, sudi antam panimbo putovam, kanana babaji chokota. Taraka, fitas no ne alfo si jameni, timana, davano ya bijakata da bala, dasta video, prastuto se me sata.
If you wiped out the whole crew, who was left to repair the vessel so you could leave?
Akayam, opakaya kimata, samajikawa svaro da baharo chikichiya, kokasa otomnati. Eka viatinia adarita la boveka shime, chimine karana kite jutoda mi mata, napakora, anuni sela.
Since you aren't flying around the galaxy on your own, I assume you lost that starship you captured.
Mudamate mukama, Dios te vihata hovena mondavevimimai. Bilati dvara joveye, kama sinsika jabania, agidado gorevavare. Avijuta, batis yanki ambesi samparka, gario grupo kashkaya.
You look cheerful today.
Non pitasete sonevare papaporini, ati tamine abula, para koi kapgate se baharatata. Kya varse matima mutra banda, mam kerele, kera para kurise, hata si koi ochima mandi karkachi, amita manani mabakab kamino no decida anekamarichi.
I assumed underneath all that fur you were a man. Are you actually female?
Akayam, opakaya kimata, samajikawa svaro da baharo chikichiya, kokasa otomnati. Motra pinda, tafetita makeche, kuravote vivina, ipakikla, akereno no bekiche. Ami badnom, ami satatrana para vita hita chakota. Temani katotodon, samya vedera, ralalo sutika orto tabibini virota, yojache.
What's a duloc?
Puripade chinama. Apa vemina, na krimene sa batati chikivomani. Fakoti raja. Sa manola dali me metisa sa milea manasa. Chorastiria, rajabani, hawas hasta numenta mamate. Nurtamani daraka, rada andovorite, kandra, agadundagati icha kotichiche.
I don't need a monument. If I can leave the galaxy a better place for having been here, that's enough.
Wichutamara, adarsi, sanivara jima, carveyo wichutasi cho. Eka viatinia, adarita la boveka shime, chimine karana, kite jutoda mi mata, napakora, anuni sela. Chadapi, tamara sastro, malavava, matia malada che. Oh, shavanya magio.
Done.
Did you want to talk?
Temani katotodon, samya vedera, ralalo sutika orto tabibini virota, yojache. Kama para panakana, divaso arta ata echiam sieke semaka ganerata nati.
When people are afraid, you're doing something right.
Chagarela lungo pamukor Norway. Temani katotodon, samya vedera, ralalo sutika orto tabibini virota, yojache. Numari, jate stresa, insata karanaki konto tamani pram, nadari viata kani hakaka, se kayo mata.
An eternal warrior surrounded by flames. That could be good or bad, depending on the context. Did you have any other dreams?
Preti kamika kimara angusa vaki nanjachi. Sundara stri. Balatempi. Tavadim. Lava anonuba nanda semita.
I can always count on you to cheer me up. Maybe I should make you my morale officer.
Yanyam. Utashi te bingi chak. Chadapi. Tamara sastro. Malababa. Matia malada chi.
Something is bothering you.
Karabavian. Ana ugar sangkalanini amamaroto dusmamenche. Apaxio tranos vaditasi. Inda nakyo che sharakipi karine mamadada panitemini pagedatachi. Eka viatini atarita la bobeka shime. Chimine karana kite jutoda mi mata napakora. Anuni sala.
I didn't realize you ate your victims. How many intelligent species have you eaten?
No ya no hato tia ekala chengola viti sore riba cheche. Adarita yamagrupa. Eka wucho michi nyum.
You will not make a stew out of another intelligent being, especially not aboard my ship. Do you understand me?
Ayuda sa bose sa tarita siya. Reda paperik elemo mulakatam mateeka. No ya no hato tia ekala chengola viti sore riba cheche.
I eat food that was grown in light, water, and soil, not slaughtered beasts.
El kokom nalidaki shot bases. Sumuisho tamare nos taparia pinata pataro mukocha mankocha.
Look, I'm sorry to dump this on you, but you're gonna need to live without me for a little while. It'll be quick, but I need time off to wrap up some personal things.
If you need to go, I won't keep you. Is there anything I can do?
Sweet of you to ask, but no.
And I was worried I'd miss your departure. Kaleo, we've had our differences, but I wanted to wish you the best of luck. I'm sure the Wheezer and his Revolutionary Edge Brigade will be delighted to have you back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm surprised that you would permit this, though. Letting Kaleo see her old anarchist friends must violate any number of Imperial regulations.
Clearly I haven't been filled in.
I've traced encoded messages sent from this ship to the leader of the Brental anarchists.
Look, it's not what you think. The Weezer got in touch, said he needed help. Didn't say why, but I figure security's cracking down on the cell again.
This man leads your old anarchist group?
He's one of the guys who started it. He taught me everything.
He's hit mostly corporate targets, but Imperial assets seem fair game for the REB as well. Just less convenient.
The Weezer was good to me, so I thought I'd lend a hand. I didn't want to get anyone killed. I wanted to protect you. If you don't trust me, come back with me and watch my back. We'll buy him off somehow. Might actually survive that way.
All you had to do was ask.
Thank you. I'll get in touch with him. One call to set up the meeting.
I'll leave you to your work.
We're all set. The Weezer will meet us at the Hut spaceport. Just try to make this go without a fight. I don't need to lose either of you.
I've just finished cleaning the fuel injectors to the sublight drive. You should notice a 0.00008%...
How are things, Vector?
Agent, when we communed with the other nests, we saw a force for change in the galaxy. There are Killiks as large as starships and as small as mites, joiners from 100 species on 1,000 worlds. We mean to report on the Killik colony to the diplomatic service.
The colony's been in hiding for a long time. The Killiks may not appreciate it.
We've shared thoughts with Daizana of the Lacey nest, and we've assessed the limits of their cooperation. If the service can make entreaties to the colony, if we make them an ally, we'll have a foothold in the unknown regions. We'd have access to Killik craftsmanship, joiner information. Even without their military support, they would be invaluable.
What would an Imperial Killik alliance take?
We've outlined a proposal. The Killiks want peace and resources, and the Empire can offer both. And if the Empire doesn't make allies of the Killiks, someone else may get to them first.
Convincing the service, let alone the Sith, to support this won't be easy.
We're well aware of that, Agent. But there was a time when this was our life. We believe in it, and we'll find a way.
My good friend, allow an old man some sentiment and join me for a reminiscence. Today is the 13th anniversary of the death of Cypher 12, one of the finest agents I've ever worked with.
You have my sympathies, Doctor.
No need for that. It has been 30 years. But I like to pay my respects. Cypher 12 was one of the old guard from before the war. He cultivated allies on the fringes. By the time he received his Mandalorian brands, he'd also become verbally abusive in private, but he never cracked on the job. Always had a smile.
Were you partners?
I was technical advisor on several of his assignments, and we shared a taste in Mirialan cuisine. Eventually the odds caught up with him, and a Hapani royal assassin punctured his lungs. Inevitable, really. Are you aware how few ciphers survive past year 5?
Not many ciphers survive fighting Jedi and Sith, either.
More than you might suppose. I admire the line you walk between obedience and ingenuity. Unfortunately, your methods breed enemies. Be careful not to end up without recourse.
You chose to join my crew. If you didn't like my methods, you could have found a way out by now. What are you after?
I've made it through a very long career by choosing my partners wisely. I've outlasted them all, and I intend to keep doing so.
I rather like your ship. Not exactly military, but it'll be nice not sleeping in a thermosuit. Once we're underway, you'll bring me up to speed on my duties, sir. Show me the tricks of undercover work.
You're embarking on a new career. No nostalgia for your old life?
None, sir. If I'm here, I intend to commit myself. I probably ought not to bring this up, but there is the matter of my talents. If I'm operating in the Empire, there's the chance the Sith will find out what I can do. They wouldn't be pleased.
As part of my crew, you have my protection.
Understood, sir. In the meantime, I intend to make myself irreplaceable.
I've got this, if you say so. Easy. I'm on it. Of course.
After this drink, counting on my luck?
Not a problem. Easy.
This will keep us busy.
Putting my humble skills to use.
You and me, Agent. You and me? Getting good. You and me? Getting good.
Our task is complete. Simple and straightforward enough. We're glad to serve. Putting my humble skills to use.
If you say so. I'm on it. I'm on it.
I can spare the time.
Not a problem.
Remember, we're not here to make trouble. You start something, I get unhappy.
Callio, of all the gifts you've sent to me, this is truly the finest. An agent of Imperial intelligence. How marvelous.
I don't understand what you mean.
Callio has been selling information to the Revolutionary Edge Brigade ever since she joined the Empire.
What are you doing?
Imperial security data, spaceport blueprints, the names of powerful people, useful things. But now, she's gone beyond the call of duty.
Beyond the call of duty, how?
By delivering you, of course.
Shut up! This wasn't what we agreed to.
Why bother keeping it private when your associate dies anyway? He's more useful dead than alive. His hands and eyes can get us through biometric security scans.
This isn't a harvest job.
Then I apologize for misreading our agreement, but this is too promising an opportunity to pass up.
Tell me what's going on. Tell me the truth.
Damn you, Agent. And damn you, Weezer, for making me do this.
No mercy. Disappointed with you, Callio. You were never a believer, but siding with the Empire?
I didn't want to pick a side. So yeah, I sold him a few secrets. He paid better than you do, and it's not like I got you in trouble.
How long have you two been working together?
I don't know. First time we went to Droman Kaas, I sent him some stuff. Just became a regular thing. I didn't talk about the missions. I'm not stupid. He was into bombing spaceports and raiding transports, not espionage and conspiracies.
I've dedicated my life to this work. Selling Imperial secrets. It can't continue.
Meaning what? You should know by now that I am never going to care about the Empire. Not like you do. Not at all.
All this time I knew what you were like, but I thought we could work together. Maybe I was wrong. I can't trust you anymore.
That's too bad, because I haven't changed. Let's get out of here.
Have I mentioned recently how much I enjoy serving you? I am a lucky droid, Master.
Begin encrypted message. This is Keeper to Cipher 9. We don't have long before Republic intercept, but I wanted to hear from you. Status report, please.
I'm still inside the SIS. I'm making progress, but I can't give details.
I'm getting disturbing reports about your activities. Loss of Imperial life on Hoth and some sort of incident at headquarters. Cipher, I need to know if the stress is getting to you.
You wanted someone inside the SIS? What I did to earn their trust.
Your job is to learn what the SAS is after. Then, and only then, you must kill Arden Koth. Don't lose sight of those goals. Keep it out.
Patience. The serum is working. Play the game until you're free.
Getting good.
Bye.
At your command.
Of course. Back in a pinch. Of course. I'm on it.
After this drink, I'm your man.
On it. Easy. Not a problem.
I'll get to work. We'll report when we're done.
displaying all authorized destinations.
This is codename Leggett. I'm in position awaiting orders.
Leggett, how's Quesh compared to Hoth? Find any pretty ensigns?
Where's base command?
Not far. Hunter to deck. Report in.
Codename Saber in position. Good to see you, Leggett.
Codename Wheel ready for operations.
And I'll be in position shortly. It's good to see you together as a team. Too many solo jobs nowadays. But now we're together for the most important job we've ever done. We're here for a weapon. One that can stop this war. Over a decade ago, Colonel Omas of Republic Special Forces assembled a team of the galaxy's greatest scientists. The scientists, led by Nason Godera, were instructed to design a weapon capable of turning back the Imperial threat. A shadow arsenal of missiles cloaked from detection and more powerful than any made before.
Colonel Omas died at the Battle of Hoth. Nason Godera moved on to other things. Everyone assumed the shadow arsenal was never completed. But it was. Nason Godera built the shadow arsenal on Quesh, then concealed it in a fit of conscience.
These missiles, that's what we've been working toward.
The ultrawave transmitter had Nason Godera's weapon activation codes. Colonel Omas's shuttle, the Starbreeze, led us to this star system.
And the assault on Mangaza? Wheel and I...
Gave us one more key. Nason Godera wiped all records of the weapon, called it catastrophic. Didn't want it used. There are 200 missiles in the Shadow Arsenal. Only takes one to destroy Ka City. Threat alone should make the Sith surrender.
If we're going after this arsenal, let's do it.
The missiles are still inside the old manufacturing complex. 2 square kilometers of factories and tunnels.
Sealed up but still intact. The scientists couldn't bear to destroy their work, so they built defenses 50 years ahead of Republic standard.
We're going to secure the facility. I'll bring in the shuttle and locate the Shadow Arsenal.
Saber, take out the main batteries. Wheel, see what you can do with the main computer.
Affirmative.
Leggett, you'll penetrate the structure at these coordinates. Bypass the droids and lower the facility shields so our shuttle can land.
Just stay in contact. You'll know when it's done.
May the Force be with us, my friends. Ending link up.
And Leggett, in case you had any doubts, keyword, onomatophobia. You will lower the shields, and the Shadow Arsenal will be ours.
Of course. Back in a pinch. Easy. I'm on it. Of course.
I'm your man. I can spare the time.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
See you in a bit.
This will keep us busy.
Saber to death. These droids are nasty. Can we take some of them home along with the missiles?
Mr. Saber, you're going to make me feel unwanted. Watch the banner. But it's not a bad idea. Interface terminal located. Deactivating blast door seals. You should have a clear path, Leggett.
Saber, some kind of aerial drone headed your way.
I'm all right. I'll get those batteries offline.
I sense something dangerous. Be careful, all of you.
Reading an ion buildup. I need to bring the shuttle down now. Leggett, Saber, it's all up to you.
No choice. Deactivated.
This is Leggett. Shields are down. The shuttle is clear to land.
And Saber did her part. We'll have the Shadow Arsenal on board and headed for Republic space within the hour. You're going to hold position here. Protect the controls until we're gone.
Do you have a rendezvous in mind?
Leggett, this is goodbye for now. Go back to Imperial Intelligence. Shore up your contacts. We'll be in touch in a few months.
They don't need you anymore.
Hold position. Keyword, onomatophobia. And thank you.
They're going to win. Now we're out of time.
A serum was supposed to break my programming.
The IX serum has been eating at you since you injected it, carving neural pathways, bleaching your brain. It isn't finished, but it'll have to suffice. We're going to rewrite your programming. New commands, new keyword, no outside control. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Thesh Protocol, Phase 1. New keyword. Iconoclasm.
Keyword accepted. Thesh Protocol engaged.
Now you have access. You can force your mind and body to obey a new program. Tell me what you want.
I want to go beyond what this body is capable of. No more pain or exhaustion.
Dangerous? Interesting. Embed limit break commands. Keyword activate from user only. Accept no outside orders.
Limit break commands embedded. Accepting no further orders.
Revert to Phase 0. You're free now. Time for me to go. But stop the SIS. Find out how they obtained Imperial brainwashing codes. There are truths you need to know.
Focus, Cypher. Your pupils are dilated, but your heart rate is steady. I know you're not dying.
Those holocalls I've been getting? The people making them are our new targets. Let's go.
The usual change of plans, then? Whenever you're ready.
Minor damage to left tertiary servo motor. Functions are not impaired.
For a droid, you're a bad liar. Come on.
Multiple life forms approaching.
Leggett? I thought you were supposed to be at the shield controls.
It turns out our leader needed reinforcements.
Has unexpected opposition been encountered?
Comms have been spotty since we got inside, but I didn't hear anything.
Arden needs me in there, not sitting on the sidelines. You and I both know that.
Huh. He likes to play cautious when it comes to his people. Can't stand to see anyone hurt. Wheel, toss our friends some supplies.
We retrieved these from a storage unit. They may prove useful.
Get moving. Master Koth thinks we can end the war. Let's end the war.
Blasted machine. Locking mechanisms disengaged.
Leggett, I thought I felt you. You're supposed to be back at the Shields. I see. You're free, aren't you?
You used Imperial programming inside my mind. Where did you learn about it?
That hardly matters now. What I did to you was unforgivable. But I did it anyway. An Imperial intelligence defector, just when I needed one. I couldn't risk it being a lie.
Tell me where you got the keyword. Tell me how you did it.
Just a source. Ain't that the way? You've shown me your true face. Let me show you mine. Before Arden Koth, the SIS chief, there was a better man. A Jedi Knight who couldn't live up to the code. That Jedi can't live in a world of shadows. But maybe he can still save the galaxy.
I thought I saw it in you. You never did much to hide it.
No. Call it my secret pride. You fight good, Cypher. I don't expect mercy. The Shadow Arsenal was my chance to stop the war, and I failed.
You're going to die knowing the Republic will fall.
There is no death. There is the Force.
Arden Koth gone forever. How will the Watchers stay awake at night without him plotting away?
Arden Koth may be dead, but we can't leave the Shadow Arsenal in place.
Agreed. I'm sure the Minister of War and the Science Bureau will fight for possession.
Cypher. Imperial again, huh? And no more programming. That is a surprise. I was finished with Arden, but I had plans for you. We could have wandered the galaxy together. Me as the captain, you as my servant.
Arden Koth was your commanding officer. What do you mean, finished with him?
Big changes are coming. Imperial intelligence and the SIS. History will forget them, and it'll forget you. I just tipped off a squadron of Imperial bombers. That facility is about to be wiped out.
Neither of us is who we appear to be. Maybe we can talk this through.
Interesting thought, but I'm going to say no. Goodbye, Cypher. When the bombs rain down, the Shadow Arsenal will make a spectacular crater.
This is Keeper to Cipher 9. Emergency transmission, please respond. I have reports of a Level 5 annihilation wave on Quesh, triggered by an Imperial bombing run. An SIS team was the target. Are you all right?
This is Cipher 9. No permanent damage. I can't say the same for our enemies. Arden Koth and his weapon, the Shadow Arsenal, are no longer a threat.
Cipher, what have you been through? Updating the Minister now. Pulling 2 sections off alert, giving approval to the Moths to accelerate our timetable. Tell me the rest later. You changed the war and everything's going to be different.
I appreciate the situation. But if we're going to work together, there are things I need to know.
Then we should talk. Take a day or two. Remember who you are while there's still a quiet place in the galaxy. By the time you're recovered and back at headquarters, we'll be ready to march on Coruscant.
Let me ask you something, Agent. You get around. You end up with lots of girls. I know it's the job, but that ever mean much to you?
Not that I'm avoiding the question, but would you care to explain?
I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I don't care about who you're with. I'm like you, you know? You squeeze guys or girls for whatever they're worth and toss them. Creeps me out a little to do things different.
Is that where this is going? We talk about our feelings together.
Hey, you want to keep it physical? Great. I'm not the one who started clinging around. Let me ask you something, Aid. You get around.
Not that I'm avoiding the question, but would you care to explain?
I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I don't care about who you're with. I'm like you, you know? You squeeze guys or girls for whatever they're worth and toss them. Creeps me out a little to do things different.
Our relationship creeps you out?
A little, yeah. Look, I like you. But I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know why you stick around. I don't want you to be surprised if I shoot this thing in the head.
You're talking about that man you brought aboard the ship?
I don't know, maybe. I'm not thinking about it anymore. I'm gonna go check the cargo space. You wanna come with me? Great. But we don't talk. Got it?
Agent, we heard back from the diplomatic service about our proposed alliance with the Killik colony. Our report was soundly ignored. It seems we have less credibility than we thought.
You can't even talk without sounding like a Killik. What did you expect?
We expected our friends to risk their careers, and we understand why they can't. But there is still hope. A colleague named Fulner Eth sent the update on our report along with a message. He wants us to call him, accompanied by our handler. We believe he means you.
Whoever this man is, he's trying to pull something.
Quite possibly. But we'd like to know what. Shall we?
Master Hillis, I'm so glad you got my message. How are you? How's Anya?
Anora. We haven't seen her in some time, but we hear she's well. And your son?
I'm stationed on Balmora, still hoping to join the Shadow Fist. And you must be Cipher 9. It's my privilege to meet you. Rest assured, I went through channels to arrange this. Imperial intelligence has agreed to loan me Vector so long as you're amenable.
Vector contacted you about a Killik alliance. Why would you need him?
My superiors don't see the wisdom in Vector's advice. I do. Yet I lack the authority to force the issue.
Someone is blocking you?
Tarab, Sabini, the usual crew. If I'm to win them over, I need influence. Vector, with your ties from the service and the colony's knowledge, I could amass a string of victories. And the more I succeed through your consultations, the better chance your Killik Imperial Alliance comes to pass.
What's your take on all this?
He wants us to play politics, but that is how things are accomplished.
Perceptive man. I'll be in touch with specifics.
We appreciate your help, Agent. We'll make it worthwhile, to you, to the Empire, and to the colony.
Cypher, I had the most delightful conversation with Master Vector. Did you... I'm getting a feed on my earpiece. One moment. I apologize. That's the third time this week one of my security alarms has gone off.
I take it these alarms don't particularly worry you?
I monitor all my safe houses as a matter of course. I have a few dozen around the galaxy. A precaution, really. I haven't needed them in years. Usually when an alarm goes off, it means a child has come exploring, or a rat has slipped through the ventilation shafts.
You've got havens set up. What's in them?
You know the sort. An abandoned building here, a fortified wine cellar there, stocked with necessities of the trade. Most of them aren't on the official books, but I assure you, they're hardly incriminating.
Remind me not to underestimate you, Doctor. If we ever need a sanctuary...
You'll have whatever humble aid I can provide.
You said you wanted to talk?
Yes, sir. Ensign Raina Temple, formerly of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force, reporting for combat drills.
I can show you a few things. What brings this on?
Frankly, I need the practice. No one ever taught me covert maneuvers. If you've got time...
Grab your equipment. I'll find a private spot.
Thank you, sir. All right. I think I've sweat enough for one day. Any last words of wisdom for your freshly transferred ensign?
Never let anything distract you. No one can compensate for your errors.
I'm confident it isn't so dire, but I take your point. You know, my father used to come home from exercises freshly scarred. I was 12 before I realized his training drills were intelligence operations. He was captured twice, but he wouldn't let me worry, no matter how bad it got.
I didn't know your father was part of intelligence.
I thought I'd mentioned it. He was a cipher. Thank you for the lesson. A few more and I'll be infiltrating enemy camps with the best of them.
I've got this. Simple enough. I'll take a shot at it. Of course.
I can spare the time. I'm your man.
Not a problem. Easy.
Greetings, Master. I cleaned the vessel from stem to stern in your absence. You can smell the difference.
Job's done. Have a look. See you in a bit.
This will keep us busy.
This'll put a smile on that face. Done.
Time to celebrate. Old Nico hit the jackpot.
Simple.
General Racton and Darth Barris request additional agents.
Relay to Station 7. Updating tactical projections.
I have 3 fixers who need extraction from the Vuta. Listening posts are done, but...
Sir, go on ahead. I'll have the Minders debrief your team while you wait for Keeper.
It looks like you're in crisis mode. What's going on?
It's been like this since the fighting intensified. We've rushed training, gone to 16-hour shifts.
Sir, Operation Kingstalker needs you.
I have to go. I'm sure we'll talk more.
Simple enough, if you say so. Of course, not a problem.
I'm your man. I'm your man.
On it. Easy. Easy.
I work better alone anyway.
This will keep us busy.
Dr. Loken, you'll have to come with me.
I haven't had a proper debriefing in ages. Do you still use the N-wave scanners?
It isn't my office anymore, but Keeper is occupied and I thought we should talk. It's been a long time, Agent.
I don't remember that from when you ran the place.
Remote?
Scan complete. No listening devices found.
Broadcast mode. White noise 10 minutes, then leave. We may as well be honest. I know about the stolen files. I know you discovered your brainwashing and freed yourself. And yes, I was responsible.
Tell me why.
The Sith wanted you under control. You survived Darth Jadis. How long before you defied another on the Dark Council? The programming was a safeguard, and if I hadn't approved it, you'd be dead. I don't plan to tell anyone you're free.
The Republic had the keyword. Where did they get it?
That's an excellent question. The SIS should never have possessed Imperial brainwashing codes. Arden Koth's shuttle was found abandoned in space without any data on your shadow arsenal. And according to our records, there's no evidence of an agent hunter ever existing.
He doesn't want us finding any evidence of himself or the operation.
Agreed. Given what we know, I find that disturbing. Someone, your hunter or his employer, is manipulating this war for his own ends. Someone with access to both Republic and Imperial resources. If someone gave Arden Koth your keyword, we need to find out who and why.
Last time I saw Hunter was on Quesh, but he's long gone by now.
Fortunately, the trail is still warm. Yesterday, a man fitting Hunter's description boarded a shuttle to the Eisen 4 asteroid colony. 9 hours ago, we received this message.
Imperial Fleet Command, this is Representative Omana Trog of the Eisen 4 mining colony. We have been monitoring your victories in this sector. While we continue to accept refugee transports, our defense systems are minimal and our population is 90% civilian. We cannot afford a confrontation. Under Republic law, I am authorized to discuss terms of surrender. All weapons powering down.
Our forces will arrive there tomorrow. We don't know if the colony's surrender is related to Hunter's arrival, but I want you after him.
What would he need at a Republic mining colony?
The Watchers are collating data on the facility and known occupants. Hopefully they'll find out. If not, it's up to you.
This'll put a smile on that face. You're going to love this.
Am I good or what?
You're going to like this.
Back in a pinch. I've got this. I'll take a shot at it. Not a problem.
I can spare the time. I can spare the time.
Back soon. Easy. On it.
You paying me for this?
We're glad to serve.
Always a pleasure, Master. I hope you're having an excellent day and feel no desire to deactivate me.
This explains why the colony isn't communicating. Trace toxin particles in the air, and not enough to have killed these people.
Stop right there, you slime! No Imperial sets foot in my home.
Your colony surrendered. The Republic won't protect you. And you think you can threaten me? Tell me what's going on.
Piece of filth. Someone sabotaged colony control. It started 2 hours after the surrender. First the tram accident, then the air filters, and the decompression. Assassin protocols and the medical droids? We surrendered. Why did you do it?
Whoever's behind this wasn't one of ours.
Then who?
Sedative administered. Lethal overdose possible.
He's too far gone. I'd finish the interrogation quickly.
I need to know if you've seen an SIS agent. Codename Hunter.
What? The SIS? He went to colony control before we lost contact. I don't know if he made it out. But now it's sealed up tight. No one could make it past...
Hold still. I have some painkillers.
Not enough. But thank you.
Haven't seen this many dead since the last war. Let's find your friend.
Identifying. Colony control systems locked down. Enter code. Remote access in progress.
I've never seen technology like this. Some sort of override box connected to the machine. Your SIS friend must have set it up. We'll have to create a link up to headquarters. I don't fancy electrocuting myself without expert opinions.
Eisen 4 colony to Imperial Intelligence headquarters. Secure routing. This is Cypher 9. There's some sort of device here.
Cypher 9? I got your report, but we can barely read you. What's going on?
I haven't found Hunter, but he left his mark on the control center.
I'm linked into the colony's communications relay. Strange tech interference. Fixers don't recognize it, but I can shut it down. You followed me. You cut off control. I'm a little put out. Not that it really matters. I'm long gone. I got my massacre, and besides, it was for propriety more than anything.
You this obnoxious to Arden Koth, or am I special?
I tried to behave for the SIS, but for you and me, let's be bad. Look, I don't have anything against that place, but if you want a war to start right, you've got to grease the wheels. When the Republic hears that the Empire slaughtered thousands of colonists who surrendered, there won't be any more peaceful resolutions.
Why make this conflict bloodier than it has to be?
I'm making the war exactly as bloody as it has to be. Time for me to go, and you need to stop coming after me, Cypher 9. Because without anonymity, you won't last long, and I can make your operations very public. Blast, I couldn't trace him. I'll pull what I can from the machinery, but he's more right than he knows. The survivors are a problem.
These people surrendered before, and they're half dead. They won't be trouble.
As soon as word gets out what happened, other worlds we've captured will rebel. Watchers 7 and 9 are strategizing. They recommend eliminating the survivors on Ison 4, so the news of the massacre is contained.
The colonists are a resource we can still exploit. We just need them under control.
Sir, look. I can give you the coordinates of the largest cluster of life forms. Maybe you can negotiate something. But I need to send in the death squad soon. Your reputation may be secure, but mine isn't.
Injured and go! Go!
I am Representative Omana Trog of the Ison 4 mining colony. The fool who surrendered to the Empire. What do you want of us now?
You surrendered before, but it wasn't enough. Pledge your service to the Empire. You live and die for us, every one of you. Contact our fleet and swear it.
I will tell my people. If they agree and you can send a signal, we shall see. Those who refuse can be imprisoned. We'll do this for our lives.
I suppose it's a start. We can always use more cannon fodder. And you, intelligence agent,
Your organization approved this? My last orders were to purify the system.
These colonists have suffered enough. Honor them and consider them loyal allies.
Understood. I'll send a transport to Ison 4 to pick them up.
May the Force preserve us.
It is done. The people of Ison 4 will remember you.
Fascinating approach. We should return to Drummond Cass.
Simple enough. I've got this. I'll take a shot at it. Easy.
I'm your man after this drink.
Of course. Easy. On it.
See you in a bit.
We're glad to serve. Destination?
Made out all right. Should keep me entertained.
The Emperor and his proxies have made their intent clear. Their fleets are entering the core systems. They have broken the Treaty of Coruscant. Along the Mid-Rim, they herd our people into makeshift prisons out of fear of rebellion. Unspeakable crimes have been committed. Let there be no mistake. We are at war.
Display off. Tell me, Cypher, what's your assessment of your mission at Eisen 4?
The mission was a failure. The target escaped, and I couldn't prevent the massacre.
But you found the device used in colony control, and that's what we needed. Fixer 12 recognized the override technology from Operation Starbender 8 years ago. That mission was also an anomaly. How are the new Watchers working out?
Their brains are faster than mine, sir, and they don't need as much sleep. This generation seems promising.
When's the last time you were off duty?
46 hours, 19 minutes. The department's been busy.
Tell him about Starbender.
Starbender was a disaster, or it should have been. A pirate fleet was about to destroy an Imperial base when the pirates' flagship exploded. It was sabotaged by unknown persons. We were saved using the same technology that destroyed Eisen 4. Realizing that, I reviewed other lucky incidents, Operations Morning Crest and Vanity, looking for other occurrences of this technology.
That's when you found the recording?
Yes. Caught by accident 4 years ago, simultaneous with Morning Crest.
Reporting. I am inside the SIS. Maintain cover for 6 months, then proceed. Guard your thoughts when near the Jedi. Understood.
These people have been intervening in our affairs. I assume you recognize the voice.
I recognize the servant, but not the master.
Yes, go on.
At the Minister's suggestion, the Watchers and I began searching the unsolved case files for patterns of outside intervention. We found 62 relevant incidents so far. The oldest go back centuries, before the Empire revealed itself to the galaxy. But 9 are from the past 5 years.
Whom do you deem responsible?
In my analysis, an organization with espionage training and extensive resources, unaffiliated with the Republic or the Empire. Motivations unknown.
You must have some guess where they come from, what they're after.
We are working on it. The pieces just aren't there.
With the Republic at our doorstep, now is not the time to be chasing conspiracies and ghosts, but we have little choice. Someone is manipulating this war. Someone who destroyed the Shadow Arsenal and Eisen 4, who gave the SIS your keyword. I need you to find these invisible agents before they do something catastrophic.
I'll expose these people, and I'll learn the truth.
We've identified 13 possible leads on the enemy, all off-world. We'll narrow those down by the time you reach your ship.
Good. Get an hour's rest, then return to work. I have a conference with Darth Baras and the Minister of War. I'll keep this operation secret as long as I can, but our foes will find out. Be wary.
Anything else?
Of course, I've got this. Simple enough.
Of course, not a problem.
Sure, counting on my luck.
Easy, not a problem.
I work better alone anyway.
We'll report when we're done.
This is Watcher 6 to Cipher 9. Initial target assessment is complete. Recommend you proceed to Planet Belsavis for operational briefing.
On my way. Any details yet?
My conclusions would be misleading. Uploading hyperspace coordinates and new security codes. Be aware that in times of war, clearance must be reconfigured every 6 hours. Watcher 6 out.
This whole conspiracy tripe, you really think we're gonna find something?
I think prudence is a virtue in times like these.
They sent us summary briefing files, sir. Whatever you need, we'll be ready.
Work as a team, and don't lose sight of our goals. Understood?
Yeah, all right. Strap in.
Sir, since our combat session went so well, I thought we might try something else. Lessons in interpersonal manipulation and information extraction. Lecture 1 entitled...
Once they think they need you, they'll tell you anything.
Descriptive name, sir. Is it always about need? When I first arrived at Zero Station, no one trusted me. I was the human Imperial who must have been a spy. But I learned my way around. And once the Chiss accepted my competence, it was easy to make friends.
Not all your marks will be as pleasant as the Chiss.
So suppose we're separated during an operation against pirates, say. How does your hand-trained operative play it?
You blend into the background and wait for an opportunity. Don't stir the pot unless you know what you're in for.
I'll happily leave that to you, then. I don't know what you think of my potential, sir, but I do appreciate your guidance. I've been deceiving people like an amateur for years. Time I started doing it right.
Agent, you recall we spoke to the diplomatic service about building an alliance between Empire and Kilix? Falner Eth, the man who offered his backing in return for our assistance, has asked us for his first favor.
What's our diplomat friend after?
Falner wants our notes on various families and unaligned worlds in the Questal sector. He means to bring that sector into the Empire. We worked in Questal a long while, and we knew its people well. It's odd to see someone else take the reins.
No one else is taking the reins. Tell Falner we aren't playing his game.
Very well, Agent. As you command.
Doctor, you wanted to talk.
Yes, and I'm terribly sorry to take your time, but I have a small request. To be frank, it's a bit of an embarrassment.
You have my undivided attention.
I told you before about my safe houses, how my intruder alarms have been going off. Well, I attributed it to local happenstance. I may have been mistaken. My safe house on Balmora exploded.
Any idea who among your enemies is responsible?
I could theorize regarding who did this and why, but truthfully, all I know is someone bypassed Imperial security to get inside. I'll need to see the safe house in person. I'll return as soon as I can.
You could be walking into a trap. Stay alert, Doctor.
And you. Well, I'm afraid the news is mixed. My safe house did, indeed, burn to the ground, along with 3 would-be assassins who were attempting to wire it with explosives. Apparently, my security triggered their bombs prematurely.
I assume they were trying to ID these people.
I did acquire genetic samples of the intruders. I'll be running traces shortly. One was a human male. The others, uncertain. Regardless, they used Imperial equipment and codes to get inside. Someone in the Empire wants me dead.
Supposing you're right, what do you intend to do about it?
The list of people with grudges against me is a long and varied one. It will be some time before I narrow it down. But I take comfort in the fact that I'm once again viewed as a threat. My days in retirement are over.
If you say so, I've got this. Not a problem. Easy.
I can spare the time. I can spare the time.
Of course. Easy. Back soon.
You paying me for this?
This is headquarters to Cypher 9, clearing your arrival with station control.
Cypher, you're now orbiting 40,000 kilometers above Belsavis, the Republic's largest penal colony. Fancy rebuilding your criminal reputation?
I thought you swapped your sense of humor for the promotion.
Only in part. Proceed, Watcher 3.
Belsavis prison was built in secret to hold the galaxy's most dangerous individuals. 3 main levels, thousands of specialized cell blocks holding everyone from changelings to Sith Lords.
We've known of the prison's existence for nearly a year. Now we understand that the conspirators subverted Belsavis to their own use.
You say subverted, not infiltrated, not taken over.
The conspirators pulled strings with Republic higher-ups to construct a special section, Mega Security Ward 23. It's somewhere past the alien cells and the genocide ward. They built it and sealed it when Belsavis was founded. No one gets inside.
It's the highest security area of the best protected prison in the galaxy. You're going to break in and find what it's hiding.
Lay out our resources. How do we do this?
2 decades ago, a prison gang heard about the ward and tried to breach it, hoping something inside would help them escape.
Thieves, security experts, the underworld's best. None of them made it back. But they had the right idea.
You'll assemble your own gang from the prison. Establish yourself as a fellow inmate and succeed where the last group failed.
Anyone particular in mind for my gang?
You'll find supplies and a detailed dossier at our outpost on the planet's surface.
Our military forces are encouraging riots as part of the war effort. It's distracting the Republic and should conceal your operation. But don't be mistaken. The prisoners are not grateful. Keep out.
Hail to the Emperor! More importantly, hail to you, Master.
Job is done. Have a look.
Done and done.
I'm back.
Time to celebrate. Old Nico hit the
Simple enough,
jackpot.
if you say so.
I'm back.
Of course. I'm on it.
Counting on my luck after this drink.
Back soon. Not a problem.
I look better alone anyway.